Here we go. It was Achromatic Chronicles Blue. This is it. So he actually, last time he had the goal of making $69,000, and he ended up earning a total of $107,000. And it was 220 pages of this little boy, this little white boy. And when I say white, I mean literally white. You can look at his face, and he finds the color blue. So, it's about, I guess, finding meaning in a meaningless world or something like that. But now he's making a sequel or a remake from it, so that's going to be great. This one's going to be a lot better. We know it's going to be a lot better, actually, and the way we know that is because it used to be about a little white boy, but now it gets to be about a little black girl. So we just know that's going to improve it. You always want to swap the races, right, to make things better. Yeah, it's like this is just the perfect way to make something a better story. Is you just do the same formula, but you switch it from a girl to a boy, or from a boy to a girl, and then you make them black. Hopefully the next one will be about a transgender black girl or something like that. Also, good to see you, Credence Desire, and everybody else, of course, who we already previously saw in the chat. So Octoy Fanboy said, I prefer comics about gay space cats, to each his own. Okay, I think that would be something like, what would that be? That you're talking about the Starlit Cats, right? Were there any homosexual cats in that? Phantasmagorical says, I have Jay's first book, Not Yelling, I'm Legally Blonde. Well, I can't tell you if it was good or bad. It doesn't look to me like it's my type of thing. We'll play the trailer, and maybe this is something that would be good. It does kind of seem here we have Google Must Die says trans Chinese. That's hopefully what we'll be able to get in the next book, a transgender Chinese child who's trying to after he chops off his parts, he finds meaning in the world, and he sees the color red. Or maybe it would be like the color black, because like it would be this infection that comes. That's kind of what happens when you get those surgeries. You get sometimes a lethal infection. So I'm going to hit play and we can watch a bit of his trailer. You guys can be the judge of it. I don't have anything for or against it. It just doesn't really quite seem like my type of thing. I think it's good that people are trying to make books for kids in this space. But the one thing I'd have to say is I don't know. Like the word achromatic chronicles, it's just kind of a big word. So, I'd have to read it. I'm not like a huge fan of like this pseudo manga style of art where it's like influenced by the Japanese style, but not. Okay. Fanta says Legally Blind, not Legally Blonde. Well, Legally Blonde is, that's good, because I think Legally Blonde would possibly be, maybe slightly more of a hindrance. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We love blonde people. Google Must Die says yellow, the color yellow, like the song. Toy Fanboy says he discovers the smell of gangrene. Yeah, when you after you get the surgery, you discover the smell of gangrene. Zombie Boy says that font is hard to read. It is. It's kind of a hard to read font. But we'll watch the trailer. We'll see if it's good.
Every day I do the same thing. I go to school, I do my homework, and I go to bed. I wake up the next day, and I do it all over again. No one in Grey World ever does anything different. Here, different is the worst thing you can be. If you are different, you go away.
Notice how she's like the only black girl too. So it is kind of funny, because it's like it's like being different is the worst thing you can be. She's the only
does anything.
Hopefully she doesn't have to sit at the back of the school bus. That would make me sad.
Different. Here, different.
Do you think that they had a civil rights movement in Grey World?
Is the worst thing you can be. If you are different, you go away and you don't come back.
Oh no. I don't want. Wait. If you're different, and she's the only black kid. If you're different, you go away and you don't come back. That's scary. I'm probably reading too much into this.
Different is the worst thing you can be. If you are different, you go away and you don't come back. I don't want to be different. Besides, everyone is depending on me to do the right thing. My dad, my friends, my teachers. My only escape is playing in the woods. Sometimes I play with my best friend John, but most of the time I play by myself. John isn't afraid to ask questions and be different. The more questions he asks, the more questions I find myself having. I can't help wondering what might be outside Gray World, and I can't stop.
Pirates.
Can you keep a secret? I even made a new friend. Her name is Green, and she comes from the color world. Green needs my help, and I have a feeling things are never going to be the same.
Nice. So you made friends with the color green. It almost reminds me of Caroline. You know the story Caroline? Like when I think about like kids having a secret, like imagine if you kept the words here but you changed the music. This actually sounds like it could be a horror comic. You know what I mean? Like have you guys ever seen the what's it called? Pan's Labyrinth or Labyrinth of the Fawn? Where there's like the little girl Ophelia and she gets taken to like another world. It sort of reminds me of that, but you know, not as dark. Well, I guess evil dark, right? Not that type of dark. Anyway, it actually looks kind of like it. I don't know. I haven't read it. I'm not like the biggest fan of this type of story, but Jay seems like he's a good guy. He does a lot of like charity work and stuff for people. So hopefully like he goes builds houses for poor people in Latin America, I think, or something like that. So that's cool, you know. Fanta says she loves Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, I love that movie. It makes you think. It's a movie that really kind of like takes you on a bunch of twists and turns. And there's a lot of deep messaging to it. Of course, it does also have like a lot of left-wing messaging, you know, kind of even some pro-communist messaging, but it's still a good work of art. Actually, one of my favorite movies, to be honest. Despite, you know, that's the thing is just because something maybe has a type of messaging that I wouldn't agree with doesn't mean it's bad in terms of artwork. So Slappy McClapster says Jeffrey Epstein did charity work. That's true. So does Bill Gates. Bill Gates does a lot of charity work. I think some of it with Epstein too. Credence Desire says, yep, this is sort of a horror story in time for Halloween. Yeah, it really and the Saskas are over there too. I wonder if they helped edit it. Like maybe they just go to a few pages in, and all of a sudden there's going to be like mutilation happening, and Jay's going to be like, whoa, I didn't authorize that. And then it's like that scene from episode 5 of Star Wars, right? When Darth Vader's like talking to Lando, and he goes, you know, yeah, you can't negotiate, or what is it? He's like, I altered the deal. Pray I won't alter it any further, right? Like Jay's like, you can't put in mutilation. This is a kid's book. And then the Saskas are just like, I altered the deal. Pray I won't alter it any further.
Leia and the Wookiee must never again leave this city.
It was never a condition of our arrangement, nor was giving Han to this bounty hunter.
I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
This deal's getting worse all the time.
Furthermore, I wish you to wear this dress and bonnet.
This was never a condition of our arrangement.
I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.